Good morning. I wanted to go over my trades today. Uh, just another bad example. No discipline today. But let's take a look. So, right before market open, we had a big move down and then a strong move up that went higher. And then we chopped down. So, reasonable to think we're in a range, and I thought this move was oversold. I drew a trend line based off the highs and dragged it down to this low, and it looked like we were, getting ready to bounce here. And so I bought this, and I think this is a uh, good idea. I actually bought the close of this bear bar because to me that looked like a sell climax and very close to the trend line. So I risked 2 points. So I put my stop at 25.75, but then when this bull bar closed, I put my stop right there. So 26.75. So my actual risk was 1 point. I put my target at 5 points, 31.75. But after the close of this doji, I moved it down to 34 or 30.75. So I went for a 4-point move. 4 points. No, 31.75. Excuse me. 31.75. So it just had to tick one tick above this bear doji right here for me to get filled, and it did. And you can see it eventually would have hit the target of 5 points, but I figured, we're ranging. This doji along this midline tells me that we could go sideways, and that's exactly what happened. So good read. I was pretty satisfied with that read, and how I managed it, how much I risked. I was pretty good with all that. And then, I'm like, okay, well, I should be done until I drop my son off at school. But, I see this big move up and I get excited. And we break above this potential trend channel that I had drawn. We broke above it, and I looked at my 6,500 tick chart, and I see nothing but bull bars closing on their high. And so, what do you think I did? I bought, and I bought right at that close, I believe at 58, and I bought a top. And instead of, I should have only, looking back, I still think it's reasonable to only risk 2 points instead of, Al Brooks would say to put it probably below this low. But I didn't, and I bought more above this bull bar. And I could have gotten out really close to break even. I might have bought lower because I remember being close to break even, like down like 2 ticks, 3 ticks, or something like that, and I didn't take the small loss. So then I get out, and then I sell this bear bar, and then it starts to go higher, and so I get out above this bull bar and go long. And by the way, so let's take a look. I think each time I might have to pause the video. Okay, yeah. You can see my entries here, and the real problem is me scaling in. I'm not ready to scale in. I have a tiny account. So 1 contract, 2 contracts, all of a sudden your losses are compounding. And when I took this loss was when it really started to go downhill because I immediately bought 2 contracts. I didn't scale in on this. Whereas if I sold here and then I get 2 legs up and I sell here, boom, end up making a lot of money. Yeah, so if I scaled in properly here, that would have worked out. And really, I should have taken my loss on this scaling in right below here. And I moved my stop to this, and then I was like, nah, let me move it to right here, I think. Or maybe I even did down here. Nah, I did. Okay. So I did one tick below these, but that would have saved me 49 versus, that would have saved me $25. So anyway, when I sell here, 2 immediately, get out here and then buy here and then get out right below that, just compounding my losses. And this is clearly, you've lost control. And then I come back. Also in here, I have my family talking to me. I shouldn't have been trading. Like I said back here, I want to take this and be done until I had time later. So this was a bad discipline here. And then I come back and I have nothing to distract me here, and it's a higher low off the trend line. This is a good disciplined entry. Clearly, I put my stop right here. I took a 1-to-1 risk, so this is 3 points of risk. I put my target at 3 points, and just a good trade. And I mean, some people probably took it at 2 times their risk, 39.75. So 45.75. Yeah. So some people probably took profits there, 48.75. Or just at the midline. Looks like that's what most people did. So the thing is, you need to, your desire to follow your plan needs to be greater than your desire to enter the market. And I think that's something I need to think about. So I'll be back tomorrow.